I'm not really even sure how to introduce this one. It's been almost 3 years, but I'm back, like I said I would be. And what else is back but GM mode in WWE 2K22? Let's go! How's everybody doing? I don't know. I'm in the middle of like several different life things right now. I'm recording in a closet, but you know what? We make do with what we have. We're gonna make it work, and we got GM mode, baby. I said I'd be back at some point. I forget if in my head, maybe I didn't actually say it, but that I'd be back for GM mode if GM mode ever came back, and GM mode's back, and so I'm back. Hello, as awkward as ever, maybe more awkward, probably more awkward. So yeah, GM mode. I've already experimented with this a little bit. Um, what I've been doing is I've been playing as Sonya. The only thing is that if you say yes to everybody, then raising their morale might not actually be as much of a concern as you would think. Um, Otherwise, I also have William Regal, who I think is pretty good. I would have to say of the bonuses, personally, I think Stephanie, Regal, and DeVille have probably the better ones. I mean, I don't know. Adam Pearce increases the levels of all active rivalries. That's pretty good too. And Shane, GM interference booked. Oh, I see. Well, we're going with William Regal. Just signed to AEW. It has been a time since I last did anything. Don't ask about Universe Mode. That's a topic for another time. Right now, I'm just trying to have some fun playing some GM mode and see if I can get back in the swing of this. So, I think NXT Fighting Champion is a pretty good perk, but honestly, with Team SmackDown through and through back in the day, back when I was, watching the wrestles in the mid 2000s, late 2000s. So yeah, we're gonna be SmackDown going up against Raw. We're gonna go up against Shane McMahon, Shane O'Mac, and yeah, we're going up against Raw. I'll leave the difficulty at normal. I'm still kind of figuring this mode out. It's a little weird. I worry that it does not have the depth that I don't know. It seems interesting so far. But in terms of you're limited to the matches you can book and stuff, it's not. It has room to improve, I guess, is the way to put it. We're gonna go ahead custom draft pool that I set up. It's mainly just taking out the wrestlers who wouldn't appear, the dead legends. I took them out. Anyway, we're here at the draft screen. You've probably seen plenty of other creators at this screen before. Don't need to dwell too much on the details. We're here at the draft. Let's draft some people. Yeah, I gotta try and not to... Oh man, It's been a while since I recorded one of these videos. I have to restrain myself from cursing, because that's just, I don't know. I prefer to keep things, I don't know, family friendly on this channel at least. We're gonna go ahead and draft Asuka with the first pick because, it's fine. It's fine. The PS4 might be whirring in the background. It's fine. We make do with what we have. I'll get back to a more proper setup eventually. I promise. So yeah. Anyway, we got Asuka. They picked Becky Lynch, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. It is what it is. Let's pick up Finn Balor. Sure, let's do that. So, one thing, okay, so off the bat, this mode is interesting in a lot of ways in how it has, all the different classes that you want to, pair people up against, and you got your heels and faces and whatnot. It's certainly interesting. I think since I have Finn Balor, who is a heel and a fighter, I think, well, you know what? No, I'm not going to pick up Drew. I'm actually going to pick up Kevin Owens. Because then we can have those two feud, and it can be cool. And, see, yeah, that's a thing that I have been picking up on with this WWE Draft, is that, I can't just pick up all the people who I would want to have on my roster, because I got to think about who all is going to match up in the classes and whatnot. I'm still going to pick Bianca anyway. because I want her on my show. But yeah, there's a lot of people who I would like to have on my show, but are not going to match up very well with the classes and whatnot. So I'm gonna try my best here. We are gonna pick up Cesaro though, because it's not a Math Wiz wrestling video if it doesn't have Cesaro and Kevin Owens. I mean, you know, they are the people, they are the guys, they are my guys. Let's pick up Shayna Baszler so we get a nice synergy there with Asuka. We're already like running through our budget pretty quickly, which is gonna happen. Yeah, this is the part where you really gotta like actually be. You can't just go through and pick all the people you want. You gotta really like study the classes and make sure that you're getting the right people. So right now, I only have 2 heels, so I should definitely pick up a heel. My one heel is a fighter class, so if I looked for... Well, I already have 2 face bruisers, so maybe I would want to pick up another heel fighter, I guess. We could get John Morrison. Oh, but Jeff Hardy's here. I'll go for Jeff later. I have to get Jeff. It's gonna happen. But yeah, let's pick up John Morrison. Let's do that. Okay, they're gonna take Dana Brooke. I'm gonna have to pick up more women later, but you gotta get Jeff Hardy. You gotta get Jeff Hardy. It's me. It's me. Jeff Hardy's my favorite superstar. Not just as a kid, like, well, I mean, I don't know. He's got some competition with Darby Allin lately, because I have been not following along with WWE, but I have been following along with AEW, which has been, it's been exciting to get back into wrestling, and, you know, 2K22 coming out at a good time as well, with GM Mode, to really try to hook me back in. And I'm gonna try my best to keep it going this time. I had a couple years where I had a lot going on, a lot of mental health stuff, so I do think that the break was helpful for me. But I'm excited to be back, and I'm excited to do more of this, do more videos and stuff. So right now I'm looking for, I think, for the women I want to get a heel fighter. So I get, oh, that's a face. You know what am I doing? I could sort by class. I'm looking for a fighter. Okay. Well, she's a face. MyGM I could do. I hope I don't mispronounce any of these names. I am not at all current with the WWE product as it is currently. I know that there are a lot of release superstars here, which is fun for me because, you know, it's people that I still know, and of course I'm going to use them. Like Jeff Hardy. You know, let's pick up Peyton Royce. I was a fan of Peyton Royce when she was in NXT, and she is the fighter class I'm looking for. So right now we're on round 10. Let's see. What is it? I want to get a giant because I picked up a cruiserweight. So we got Walter, we got Braun Strowman, we got Keith Lee. It would be nice to get Keith Lee, but unfortunately he is a face. I could try to turn him heel, potentially, or turn Jeff heel. I don't know. Mace, Tamina. Because, I mean, like, I guess I could get Braun Strowman or Walter. I don't want Braun. I'll be honest. I don't want Braun Strowman on my roster. Walter, maybe. It's also possible that... I know that not everybody is in the draft class right off the bat, so it's entirely possible that I could, you know, just try to sign a giant down the road. Yeah, we'll pass on that for right now. So I have 4 women, but 2 of them are fighters, and 2 of them are brawlers. But they can't really mix and match. But I do need to get a giant, but I'm not going to worry about a giant. Let's look for a specialist. Specialists can go with anybody. Oh wait, I'm sorting by the wrong thing. There we go. Specialists. So, I think we'll go ahead and... do I do Murphy? Do I pick up Murphy? Let's get Buddy Murphy. Why not? I'm a fan of Buddy. Murphy's pretty cool. I could also get a woman specialist on my roster, potentially. And it wouldn't necessarily matter what they are. I'm going to pick up Bailey. I like Bailey. Really insightful commentary I'm offering here, I know. Gotta get back in the groove, gotta get back in the swing of things. So this is probably going to be my last pick, it would seem. Yeah, getting a giant would be good. I just don't like, really, any of the giants that are offered. Like, I know Walter's cool. Walter's big and, hits hard. But I haven't actually followed along with, around the time that NXT UK... Well, NXT UK came in even a little after I dropped off of NXT, so I'm not familiar with everybody here. So I'm probably going to be very... I'm going to pick the guys that I know. But, hey, I'm open to suggestions. If there's anybody I should try to sign in free agency. Yeah, and of course, there is a possibility that doing this series will get me back into a universe mode mindset, and I can, pick that back up in one way or another. But I will talk a little bit more about that later. I can't figure out what I'm looking for here. See, one thing I do like about, at least how this is set up is that, in the older games, if you had women on your roster, they were going to bring the rating of your show down because their popularity was very low and they would only be on Raw. So honestly, there would be times where it's just trade them away and pick up somebody else, or just go for the men. But here you can actually have the main event shows and stuff, and the popularity is all about even. So I think that's pretty cool. It means I can draft more. I don't know, because the women's division of WWE, even the ones in this game who have been released, I know more of them because they were in NXT around the time that I dropped off. Let's do I pick up Ember Moon or Liv Morgan? I know they're both cruiserweights, but I could always pick up a giant later. Liv, Ember. Let's pick up Ember Moon. Let's do it. I have enough budget that I could technically pick up one more person. That's the thing, I'm setting up, some good, 1 month rivalry here. I can't speak. But then, the longer the game goes on and it's okay, those rivalries are over, you'd want to mix up who you have facing off, but then it's it's so hard to get the classes to synergize and whatnot. I really should have a giant on my roster in some form. Let's go with Tamina. She's, I have the money to afford her. Yeah, so this is the nice little graphic of our roster. I mean, of course, I'm going to be satisfied with the roster we have for the most part. They took Braun Strowman, which is fine. I did not want him anyway. They're going to take Ricochet. They're still drafting. No, okay, they stopped at 14. But the thing with this, which is unfortunate as far as, the longevity of this mode, is that you don't get many matches on the card, and you don't get very many options to use your superstars in either. So, I'm sure that they'll improve on the mode in the long run. Shane McMahon is just talking smack, which he's on Raw. So how is he doing that? I was born for this. We got this. We're going to take down Shane McMahon. We're going to take down Raw. But first, our champions. So for the WWE, or I guess this is the Universal title, for a main champion, I think I want to give the belt to Kevin Owens because it's, Kevin Owens is my guy. He was the champ in Universe Mode of yesteryear. So yeah, we're gonna put him right back in the spot. Unfortunately, that means Cesaro we don't have a title for him, but it is what it is. And for the women, let's give the SmackDown Women's Championship to... I'm thinking probably... Let's see, with the Bruiser, we could have her feud with Peyton Royce, or we could have Baszler and Asuka feud for the title. Let's go ahead and give the belt to Asuka. Yes, we'll confirm that. So those are going to be our champions. Our journal for this week. Commissioner Gold, do not put Cesaro in a match this week. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate, but we'll make do with what we have. I think right off the bat, I'm going to use this Birth of Legends card. We're going to give 6 random superstars a popularity boost by 6, which, you know, it's a good card to use at any time, I guess, but makes sense to drop it in right off the bat. So it looks like it's going to Asuka, Kevin Owens, Cesaro, who I can't book this week. Unfortunate. Asuka, Kevin Owens, Jeff Hardy, Cesaro, Shayna Baszler, Bianca Belair. I'm cool with that. I think that's a pretty good selection there. Although, honestly, it could have gone to anybody on my roster, and it would have been fine. But yeah, like, tag team matches in general are very weird because they don't progress like one-on-one rivalries, which seems, I don't know, that you can only do like tag team rivalries, but then if you do, you know, a tag team rivalry, it's not like they have a tag team title to go for, so it's a little unfortunate. But you know, I'm sure over time they will build on things. In the opener, let's go ahead and start that. Do I want to put the champ on the first show? You know, Asuka's a fighting champ. I mean, so Kevin Owens is too, but it's all good. We're going to put Shayna Baszler up against Asuka in a one-on-one match. Or, you know what I could do? I could do interference. And instead of it being Shayna Baszler, let's go ahead and put... Yeah, we'll go ahead and stick with this. I don't think I'll do a run-in for this match. We can just start off one-on-one. For a promo, we're going to do a call-out promo. We're going to have... who's got good promo skill? Let's go ahead and have... Well, the WWE Champion is Kevin Owens. It's Bruiser. So we could have Finn Balor go for it, or we could have Morrison go for it. I think what I will do, though, let's have Ember Moon call out Tamina, or do I want to do... Peyton Royce has 4 promo skills. We'll have Peyton Royce call out Bianca Belair, and that'll be that segment. So hopefully try to set up some good rivalries there. In the mid-card, like, we could do a tag team match, but then they would just want it to be a tag team rivalry always. They say they want you to mix up the, like, match types you book, but it's a bit weird. Well, either way, I know that the main event, we're going to put Kevin Owens up against, because I'm thinking this match there will be interference, probably. Because I feel like interference should be somewhere. So we'll put Kevin Owens up against, Murphy and Jeff are our floaters right now. Oh, Murphy's a face. I didn't consider that. So we actually are a little low on heels, it would seem. We'll go ahead and put Kevin Owens against John Morrison, and I think we'll have Finn Balor run in and attack the champ. So we'll go ahead and set that up as our main event. And then in the mid-card, got a bunch of guys left. A bunch of guys and gals. Let's... Because we already have Bianca busy with the promo, so we don't necessarily need her here. Well, for the other promo, I guess we can self-promote with whoever's left. We can try a tag team match, I guess. We can do... Cesaro, Murphy, Jeff. So that's not enough for... I could do the women here. So we could have Bianca and Ember team up against Tamina and Bayley, which might work out. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that for this week, I guess. We'll leave it as a normal match. It's just our first week. We're not gonna pull out all the stops. And who's got a good promo game? They're all three. Let's have Cesaro cut a promo, because we can put him in a rivalry with someone right off the bat. So, go ahead and save that. That's going to be our show for week 1. I don't think there's anything else I have to do beforehand, so I'll go ahead and confirm that. We don't have access to any of the other logistics at the moment, but we will get access to that in time. So, for our first match, and I'm not going to play them. Maybe at some point I'll start playing the matches, but still kind of trying to get a feel for the mode. And the gameplay is different this year, and I'm out of practice even with the old games gameplay. So if I tried to actually play a match, it would just be a mess. So we're just going to simulate for now.
1, 2, 3.
And it's Shayna Baszler who gets the win over Asuka. We get a 3-star, which is pretty alright for a first week with no rivalry building up. Got Peyton Royce with an okay promo, which is not great, but it does at least start that rivalry. Then we got a tag team match. It's Ember Moon and Bianca Belair taking on Tamina and Bayley. And the victory in this one is going to go to Bianca and Ember Moon for a 2.5-star, which is alright. You want the mid-card to be, the lower point of the show, at least comparison to everything else going on. Cesaro cut a weak promo. That's unfortunate. And the main event, Kevin Owens and John Morrison with Finn Balor doing a run-in. And that gives the win to John Morrison for a 3 stars, which is, I think for the first show, that is okay. We could have maybe thrown some stipulations in there to make it, higher profile, but it's week 1, we're not throwing out all the stops. Meanwhile, look at this. Tyler Breeze and Brock Lesnar for the WWE title in the opener. Very interesting choice indeed by the AI here. I'm sure it's going to get him a good rating because... Okay, so Tyler Breeze has beaten Brock Lesnar and is the WWE champion. That's interesting. Got a 3-star. Otis cutting the promo, which was okay. No effect. Got Carmella versus Dana Brooke. Who's going to get the win there? It is Dana Brooke. What's that match get rated? 2-star. Mediocre. Roderick Strong. A self-promo that also has no effect. So we really are, just killing it in these week 1 promos, aren't we? And the main event, tables match, Braun Strowman and Ricochet. It's Ricochet getting the win for 3.5 stars. So it looks like they're going to beat us this week. Unless I'm misremembering what my mid-card was. No, okay, maybe it kind of evens out. Yeah, and you can, look into match reports here, which is cool. You can see some popularity going up, stamina going down. Let's go down to the finish here. Morrison won the match after hitting his finisher on Owens, but many are questioning if the outcome could have been different without Finn Balor's interference. So, yeah. And now the unfortunate thing with GM mode, what at least I've seen, all of this stuff it's very interesting. It is very different to the old mode, where really all you were doing was just, booking matches, and I don't know. There wasn't really a whole lot of variety to a whole lot of depth in terms of changing your show to it's all divided up in show quality and match card quality, and promos and stuff. It's I don't know. I think it's a decent foundation to work with, and also you got the show notes on social media, which is I think also a neat addition. Balor attacked Owens, Bianca Belair, responding to Peyton Royce. So we completed our commissioner goal, so we get the prize. Raw somehow had show quality D, but match card quality C, so maybe they didn't book their classes as well against each other. But it looks like we actually get the win in week 1. And I guess that is also an interesting thing, you don't necessarily have to win in the ratings each week. There are other things that can determine what gives you more fans. So I don't know, it feels like the game has more depth to it than in the past, but I don't know, at least in terms of, all the different mechanics going on that make it GM mode, that kind of make it its own experience. But But yeah, I'm still interested to, you know, see how the mode goes as you go along. Do you maybe like unlock certain things? Like obviously you unlock like different arenas, crew, special effects, advertisement, so that can like, you know, boost you to have a higher quality show in terms of like a production. But yeah, I'm definitely curious to see how this mode goes in the long term, because honestly with me, like GM mode has always been something that, you know, no matter like what the mode was back in the day, you know, just would play it over and over and over again. And so I mean, this could very much still be the same thing in that regard, that it's still fun to come back to. It's just, yeah, a little unfortunate that the matches are what they are. But I think that is going to be it for today. Thank you for stopping out for this video. If you're new to the channel, that would be interesting, but welcome. And if you're not new to the channel, I'm back. We got more videos to come, more GM mode, and we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, thanks for checking out this video, and I will catch you in the next video.